I'm just gonna be real with everyone. We are so close and it's driving me insane. Cheers, y'all. How's it going? We are so close to two major goals and it is driving me a little bit bonkers. First and foremost, Mohican 100 miler is less than 3 weeks away. We are coming up on Hell Week, which I'm going to go into more details in the middle of this video. That's what most of this video is going to be focused on. But also, as of recording this video, I am at 992 subscribers, which means I am just 8 away from the 1,000 subscriber mark. I know I've said it once, I'll say it a million times. A huge thank you to all of you who have joined me along this journey. I cannot wait to make it across that 1,000 subscriber threshold, and I have a teaser for the celebration that is to come at the very tail end of this video. But before we get into all of that, back to Hell Week, the focus of the video. Training is coming to its pinnacle, or whatever you want to call it. I don't have a formal plan or know exactly when taper is going to begin, but I have a feeling, I am hoping, Coach, if you're listening, let me know that taper is going to begin after this week, because I have a brutal few days coming up. A ton of running leading to one massive, miserable run that's going to be sort of my peak run, and then I'm hopeful that at that point it will finally begin the tapers to start preparing, relaxing, recovering, getting ready for that 100-mile effort. But I'm going to go through sort of what my next several days of running look like, so you know what's going through my mind. Also, so that hopefully you'll give me a little bit of grace when you probably notice that I'm going to lose track of the daily vlog over the next several days. I'm going to do my best to stay on top of it, but my schedule for the next 5 to 6 days is going to be a little bit crazy. Let's jump into the workouts. What does my training schedule look like for the next several days? So this week's training actually started yesterday with just a relatively simple run, just a steady state running pace out for 20-minute interval with 3-minute rest. Do that 3 times, so a total of, what's that, 69 minutes total plus the warm-up and everything. Basically about an hour and a half once you have warm-up and cool down mixed into that. I was supposed to run again today and actually run every day through Saturday, but because of a few personal scheduling conflicts with work, personal life, etc., had to space that out a little bit more, so took a rest day today. Then we move into tomorrow, which is going to be a 90-minute endurance run. Nothing too crazy, that forever pace, comfortable, controlled. Luckily, most of my runs are just going to be in that kind of slow, comfortable pace, not pushing for any kind of speed or anything like that. Really just building volume right now, building up to that final run at the end of this period. So 90-minute endurance run tomorrow, which is Thursday. Moving into Friday. Friday is just a nice, easy recovery run. If I'm not mistaken, it's just 45 minutes at a recovery pace. So very, very slow, comfortable pace, just letting my legs recover. Saturday morning is going to be the only kind of speed work I would consider it, but it's nothing too crazy. It's 7-kilometer repeats, and I get 6 minutes for each interval. So the way this kind of interval works is basically I get 6 minutes to run a kilometer. If it takes me 5 minutes, that means I have 1 minute to rest before the next interval begins. So basically 7 6-minute intervals. I have to complete a kilometer in each of those intervals. Whatever's left over is my rest period. These kind of intervals are a little bit of a catch-22 because the faster that you run the interval, the longer you have to rest. But on the flip side, the faster that you run that kilometer, the more rest that you need to recover before the next one. So it's all about finding that perfect balance, but 6 minutes to run a kilometer isn't anything too crazy, but like I said, that's sort of the extent of my speed work this week. So that'll be Saturday morning. I have a wedding Saturday night into Sunday, so obviously not going to be in the greatest shape Sunday. I was actually supposed to do kind of my brutal hell run on Saturday, but I also figured that would just drain me for the rest of the day. I want to have a good time at the wedding, so I don't want to strain myself too much, hence pushing everything back, doing those kilometer runs on Saturday, taking Sunday as a rest day, and then Monday morning is going to be the brutal hell workout. I'm going to see if I can maybe come into work like an hour late or something like that just to get some rest after this, but the goal of the run is just going to be to get a long endurance effort in, again, to build confidence and finalize that preparation for the Mohican 100. But the other big thing is going to be to practice fueling and also getting used to running while exhausted. So the way that we're going to kind of manipulate that or recreate that experience, I will be getting up probably around 3 in the morning to start running. So I'll wake up at 3, so I'll probably be on the road between 3:30 and 4, at which point I will do a 2.5-hour endurance run, Once that is over, I will come home, sleep for a minimum of 30 minutes, no more than an hour, probably like in that 30 to 45-minute range, basically to let my body think it's gonna start recovering. Your muscles are gonna start to stiffen up, the fatigue is gonna set in, and if it's like it was doing that David Goggins challenge, that 4x4x48, waking up after that interval, you're just gonna feel so much more tired and so much more stiff. As soon as that happens, going out for an additional 60 to 90-minute endurance run. Again, just trying to kind of recreate or mimic what the experience is gonna be like, especially in those later miles during Mohican 100. So that's the hell run. It's a total of, what's that, 4 hours, I think, total, between the 2.5-hour run in the morning and then an 1.5-hour run a little bit later in the morning. But obviously that is gonna be rough, especially getting up so early and then having to turn around and go right to work pretty much immediately following that. But as I said, hopefully once that is all done, that's the extent of the severe or hell week part of training. Then it's over and I can start enjoying the taper, start recovering, focus on that rehabilitation and just getting ready for Mohican 100. So I am putting all of my mental effort, all of my focus into that right now. So again, please give me grace if I miss a video here and there. It is certainly going to be a hectic next couple of days, but I am very, very excited to come out on the other side, hopefully at that 1,000 subscriber mark. So I want to come back to what the celebration is going to look like. I don't want to give anything away before it's time, but I will just give you a little bit of a teaser that in preparation for it, spent about $100 on PVC piping from Home Depot to construct part of the equipment we will be using to celebrate crossing that 1,000 subscriber threshold. I am very excited. I hope you are excited. If you don't already subscribe, I hope you'll click that subscribe button. I think we might be able to get there within the next probably 2, maybe 3 days. Feeling really, really good about it. Just so excited that it's finally here. We are just so damn close. Days away from crossing the 1,000 subscriber threshold, a couple of weeks away from the Mohican 100 miler. It is going to be a crazy next few weeks, but I am so excited and so thankful that you have all joined me on this ride, joined me on the journey. If you have any questions about how training is going, final preparations, anything like that, as always, please feel free to leave those down in the comments below. I hope you are as excited as I am for these next few weeks, and I'll see you around. Cheers.